Again, the big story is Trump's policy of taking immigrant children from their parents at the border. Now, there are two ways to look at the story. Either you can be horrified, or you can work for Donald Trump. Take Secretary of Homeland Security and stepmom flushing pictures of your real mom down the toilet, Kirstjen Nielsen. Yesterday, Nielsen defended this policy at the daily press briefing. Now, normally, that press briefing job is handled by White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, seen here in her happy place. But Hucka-Sands didn't want to do the briefing amid questions on child separation policy. Sarah, you think you don't want to talk about child separation policy? Try doing it on a comedy show. Oh, you must love the Trump administration, Stephen. The sadness just writes itself. Listen up. You don't get to tag out here, Sarah, because it's not really you up there. You're just Donald Trump's mouthpiece, or whatever part the lies come out of. And it's not personal. It's not personal. It's nice. But it's not personal. You're just the vehicle. You're like a vestigial twin that just grew out of Trump's neck last summer. It's just a mass of hair and teeth, but if you poke it with a stick, it goes. Asked and answered. So your administration owns locking up children. But if kids in cages is too much for you to defend, there is one option. You could resign. This is the White House, not an abandoned Walmart. You're allowed to leave. Anyway. Anyway, the press conference was no picnic for Kirstjen Nielsen because, according to Politico, last month Nielsen had concerns about the monitoring of unaccompanied children, but changed her tune after senior administration officials pushed her to get on message over the weekend. So for a brief moment, she had a little voice in her head telling her to do the right thing. So she had that little voice locked up in a cage in rural Texas. Even Nielsen's close ally, White House Chief of Staff John Kelly, advised Nielsen against doing the news conference. Man, does anybody in the White House listen to John Kelly? John Kelly's like that sticker on your meds that says, "Do not take with alcohol." No, I don't know. Well, now you've piqued my interest. Now, Kelly wasn't supposed to be an impotent toady. In fact, Kelly himself once believed he stood between Trump and chaos. But recently, he has told at least one person close to him that he may as well let the president do what he wants, even if it leads to impeachment. At least this chapter of American history would come to a close. Okay, yeah. But that is the weakest thing I've ever heard. Pack up your stuff, kids. The house belongs to the raccoons now. And can I say that last line again? At least this chapter of American history would come to a close. That's pretty optimistic that there will be history books after this. I believe that the before times